Here a long time. I would imagine this might have been the most fun you've had playing with this team.
It was for sure, yeah. Great year, just good results and playoff hockey. Can't beat it. So we got a chance to beat our rivals in round one and had a good series with Carolina in round two. So took some great steps in the organization this year and it was a lot of fun for sure. Great group of guys.
When you think of where you were when you first joined this team to what happened this year, I mean, can you wrap your head around the cycle of an NHL team to get to this point?
Yeah, it's been some crazy names and players that have kind of came through the organization since I started here, and had the pleasure of playing with a lot of great guys and good players. But it's taken some time for sure, and the steps that the organization's taken to get to the point where we got this year, and we kind of exceeded a lot of expectations, which is great. That's what you want to do, and now the expectation for the team here will be a lot higher. Which is, again, it's a good thing because you want to be known as a good team and you want to be known as, not an easy night. So it's great. I got nothing but good things to say for sure.
Was there a point in the season where you felt things were really coming together, that this was a special season for you guys?
A couple of just the winning streaks there and the road trips, the Canadian road trips where we swept a couple of those, and just good vibes really around the room. And one of those, road trips can kind of bring teams together sometimes, and we did a lot of good things on those, and our road record was top notch. So yeah, it was we came together at the right time this year, and pretty much right from the start of the season we solidified ourselves as a playoff team. We just continued. We didn't really have any dips out of there, so it was good to see.
Any early thoughts on free agency? Obviously UFA this year.
Yeah, I mean UFA. That's all I can really tell you. I don't know. Like it's so fresh. Like we should have been playing tonight. Really, is the way I'm looking at it. So it's unfortunate that I'm sitting in a stall, not putting my gear on, getting ready to, go for a game today. But it's free agencies in July, and I don't know if something will happen before then. I have no answers today for you. If I did, I'd tell you, but no answers at all. Have the X meetings and then go from there. And I have an agent in place to take care of the contractual stuff whenever that comes about.
Yeah, you said you should be playing. Do you see the foundation for long-term sustained success in this room?
Yeah, for sure. Real good team, real good leadership. People were taking steps in the right direction this year. We have some all-stars on the team. We have some real good role players, and kind of just a good mix. And everyone was allowed to be themselves on and off the ice, and just a lot of I just, again, got nothing but positive things to say because it was just a lot of fun this year, and winning cures a lot of those things that in the past that might not have went so well, or we did have good groups. It just, the winning just trumps everything really, and it made it a lot more fun to just be around on a day-to-day basis.
I know we think of you as an offensive-minded defenseman, but obviously with someone like Dougie Hamilton, he provides a lot of the scoring on the defensive side of things, but you were still able to make a great impact, and we saw you paired alongside with Kevin Ball during the course of the playoffs. You guys seem to be very consistent. I just want to get your thoughts on how your role was with this team and how did the season go from your perspective?
Yeah, I thought personally, I got better throughout the season. As a team, we got better throughout the season. And you mentioned a couple names that I've played with throughout the season. I kind of had a bit of a rotating door as a partner, but that's just part of the season, injuries and everything that plays into it. Everything was just on we went up. We didn't go down. We didn't really have too many of those big dips. And just an overall season, it was a success in the regular season. And it just made it a lot more fun getting a chance to have Game 7 against our rivals, beating them, and then, unfortunate loss to Carolina, obviously, in the second round. But overall, I would call this season a step in the right direction for sure, but the ultimate goal is to win the Stanley Cup, and unfortunately, we're breaking up today and not, going all the way, but that's for everybody's goal, and work towards that.
I know you're a UFA, but I'm curious to hear, if you do come back, what are some of the goals that you have for yourself and the team come next season?
I have no idea what is going to happen in that aspect of things, but for the team, I think the goal just remains to be a playoff team again, sustain the success we had this year in this room. So personally, I just try to get better every year. I still feel like I'm on the up in my career. I'm not on the back nine quite yet, hopefully. So even though I'm considered a veteran guy and a guy who's been around a while now, it's still try to get better every year, no matter what the the aspects of the game, and always learning, always trying to perfect the craft.
I'm sure you have emotional ties to this team. What would it mean to remain here?
Yeah, it's just it would be great. This is all I've known, so it's just kind of a weird situation for me. I mentioned to a few guys when we were talking, they're kind of asking me, and they're just like, yeah, like it's your first time being a free agent. Like you're an RFA, but obviously being an RFA, you can only negotiate with one team, and it's just a really weird time. That's all I can really. The only way I can put it is when I pull up to a rink every day and drive the same route every day for so long. It just makes things like, I guess you put it in perspective after the fact, but you just you appreciate it, obviously. It just because you never know when the last time will be, so you just look forward to each day coming in and doing your job and going from there.
Damon, what did you see from Luke Hughes' short time here?
You saw obviously the skating ability, the talent is there. Everything that I kind of guess was advertised for him was shown, and having two other brothers that have been in the league now for a few years is obviously gives you a little bit of confidence as well. So the skating and the talent is definitely the first two things that I would say stuck out to me.
I know you mentioned in the past about Jesper Grad and the Timo Meyer deal, and now since you're entering free agency and also their RFAs, I just want to know where your headspace is at, as, like you said, July might get a little hectic, especially with the amount of personnel that the Devils might try to re-sign.
Yeah, Fitzy's got a lot of work to do for sure, just with contracts, and that's just part of the business. But that's, again, not for me to worry about. They got a big management staff here to take care of that. So I got a lot of good buddies in this team, and a few of them are RFAs, and some of them have contracts, some of them don't. So it's all part of the business. We're all excited just to kind of see what happens, and whether we're all on the same team again or not, that's to be seen. But we're all just kind of looking forward to the process and seeing how it all plays out.
Being here as long as you have to beat the Rangers in the first round series, what was that environment like for you, and how excited were you?
I was really excited. The whole room was excited. We were obviously tired after a long, hard-fought series, and a quick turnaround and whatnot. But we were just pumped. Just anytime you get a chance to beat those guys, the fans are crazier. The whole atmosphere is crazier in both buildings, so it just makes it that much more special and that much more fun when you can get the last laugh and beat them.
You get a few pats on the back when you go to, like, the grocery store or Dunkin' Donuts or whatever, those kind of things. Fans say thank you.
Yeah, I'm not necessarily thank you. They're just excited. They're like, a lot of swear words they use, but it's in the right in the right context for sure. So when I scored that overtime goal, I got actually a lot more people running into you and being like, that was awesome. And like I said, the swear words were flowing pretty good, but it was mostly just because the positive, and they were happy that we beat the Rangers. So
You had been here for a while, obviously, and they had your number as a team for a long time. I'm sure that also made it a little satisfying, right?
yeah, absolutely, yeah. Not that this is all about the Rangers, but yeah, it just, when you're their rival, it's just, that's what it is. It's, you can't get away from it, and to beat them, we're proud of ourselves for beating them in round one. But unfortunately, like I said, we didn't go all the way. But we got one series, and at least we gave the fans a lot to cheer about after round one for sure.
Could you discuss some of the specifics you saw that made this defense so much stronger this season compared to years past?
The depth for sure was one of them. The consistency, the expectations were obviously higher. So we had plenty of things that just we raised the level of, and it wasn't just one guy. It was everybody in the whole decor. So nothing that we did made us worse. I feel like it just made us better, and defense was definitely a strong part of this team, and I'm proud to be a part of that.
What about the forwards buying into the defensive side of the game as well this season?
Yeah, helping us for sure is huge, and a lot of teams will talk about that throughout the playoffs. Forwards tracking, helping the D, good gaps, all sort of the little things that just add up to, tiring a team out and ultimately winning a hockey game is what it comes down to. So forwards definitely have a hand in that as well.
What was your favorite moment from the season?
There's plenty. Team-wise, just like winning against the Rangers in the first round, just to get that first playoff victory, series win. And I've only been here for one other playoff series, and it wasn't a good one, unfortunately. So to get that first playoff series victory was great. Just that feeling around the room, and just that energy that you just want to move on to the next round was awesome.